Greetings, beautiful nerds, with apologies to Roman Mars. I love that intro. I love that Roman says, hello, beautiful nerds. It's a good one. So I say, hello, beautiful nerds. Welcome to my cave. I'm Adam Savage, and I have a tooltip. In fact, I have 3 tooltips for you today, and they are all of the plier persuasion. Pliers, grippers, grabbers, anything that you utilize with a handle like this and jaws like this, every maker ends up with dozens and dozens and dozens of different versions of these. Big, small, for all sorts of specialty and general purposes. And I am no exception. In fact, I have so many, I emptied out a tool cabinet and built a ladder just so I could see all of my pliers and scissor-based holding tools all in one location. But today I want to call out 3 types of pliers that you might not know about that have been a great boon to my ability to make things well. The first thing that happens when you have pliers, and again, these are like the pliers. These are your basic Stanley. These are 84-097 Stanley pliers. This is like, it does not get more basic than this. And everyone should have one of these. You can probably find one just sitting on the street. They are completely ubiquitous. But let's say you want to hold on to something and you want to not mark it, like on my glasses, for instance. If I wanted to bend the wire that's inside the temple here, I don't want to grab it with these pliers because I will mark it. Well, luckily, eyeglass repair people had this need, and thus was invented the eyeglass repair plier. So they have this metal fin here, and it is faced with some industrial plastic like UHMW or nylon or something like that. And this allows you to grab eyeglass frames and manipulate them slightly without marring them, without marking them, and without damaging them. It is not a common thing that I need to grab something without harming it, but it happens a few times a year, and thus this has become a really important bit of my kit. I have several different versions, but these are by far my new favorites because they grab super positively and the jaws are really, really robust. So eyeglass repair pliers for the win, for holding on to stuff without damaging it. This is great for jewelry repair. It's fabulous for fixing your glasses, which I tend to do a lot, actually. Yeah, these are the shizzle. Now, the next pair of pliers I wanted to cover are about bending stuff. If you wanted to bend something like this piece of coat hanger wire, well, the first thing you'd probably do is grab a pair of needle nose pliers like these, and you would make your bend with the needle nose pliers. And, you know, I've bent thousands, probably tens of thousands of bends using needle nose pliers over the years. My Leatherman also has fabulous needle nose pliers that seem to be custom built just for the specific hardness of coat hanger wire. But one of the problems with needle nose pliers is they have these serrations on their jaw, and that gives them a proper amount of gription so that you can actually grab something positively and affect it. But if you're doing sensitive bending work, like with brass or gold wire or silver wire, you don't want those serrations marking up your wire. No, enter the jeweler's pliers. Now, these look funny, but the funny look is actually for a very, very good reason. These steps are all different radii. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different radii for bending. Here, let's start with a fresh piece. We'll cut that off. And you can bend small radii. Like that. Or you can bend, yeah, look how nice that is. Yeah. Or you can bend nice large radii. And the thing is, look at that. Look at that. Because the jaws grab so positively, you don't end up marring, right? Because needle nose pliers, needle nose pliers always have the serrations for the gription. And that's really good for certain things. But when you're bending wire, like brass wire or coat hanger wire, you don't want to be marking up your wire. Enter the jeweler's pliers. with 6 different radii and a really nice positive grip. These things are an excellent addition. These things are an excellent addition to your toolkit. The third pair of pliers I wanted to bring up are, okay, let's have a hypothetical. Let's say you want to work on a little tiny screw. Maybe you've got to chamfer the bottom of it, or maybe you want to actually shave off the head and turn it into a flathead screw instead of a cap head screw. How would you hold on to it? If you grabbed it with a normal pair, of pliers, well, it can still move in those jaws. No matter how tightly you grab on it, you could even get vice grips and you still won't be able to hold on to it super tightly. Enter a pair of pliers, purpose-built for holding onto screws. And they're called screw pliers. What is special about these? Well, I open them up. They look normal. They have a wide jaw, just like normal pliers do. But when we look at the jaws, we notice they've got a space carved out of them. What is that for? I will tell you. That is for grabbing and manipulating small parts like screws. Look at that. That is a super positive grip. And if your screw is too small, well, you can just go a size down. Here is the next size down by the same company. These are made by a company called Engineer, and these are the PZ57s, and these are the PZ57s, and these are the PZ56s. And I recommend having both sizes in your collection, because when you've got to do some work on the tip of a screw or on a tiny little part, these are a fantastic fast parts vise. I can't even tell you, I've been using these on an almost daily basis since I got them, and I had no idea they existed until about 3 years ago. Yeah, these screw pliers are super amazing. A lot of making is about how you grab stuff while you want to work on it. And if you had to hold on to something like this and like sand down its top and put a slot there, well, I mean, you could do that on a mill, but like you're probably going to do that on a belt sander. How are you going to hold on to it? You're going to hold on to it with one of these. That does no matter how hard I grab, I can still budge that. I can still move that. It's still going to jump out. And then I'm going to mar the threads while I do it. I mean, I can grab it this way, but that doesn't give me all the freedom. Enter the screw plier. Yeah, see that? I can grab the cap of this cap head screw and actually soften or manipulate or do filing on the threads. Yeah, these are fantastic. I hope these were useful to you. Each of these 3 types of pliers are so useful to me. I'm very glad to know about them, and now you do too. Thank you guys for joining me for this tool tip. I will see you next time. Oh, and sorry, if you know of any pliers that you haven't seen me use that I should know about, please let me know.